is dead. That's what I said. Let the man rap a plan, said he'd send him home, but his hope was a rope and he should have known. It's hard to understand there was love in this man. I'm sure all would agree that his misery was this woman and things. Now Fred is dead. That's what I said. Everybody's misused him, ripped him off and abused him. Another junkie plan, pushing dope for the man. A terrible blow, but that's how it goes. Freddy's on the corner now. If you wanna be a junkie, wow. Remember Freddy's dead. We're all built up with progress, but sometimes I must confess we can deal with rockets and dreams, but reality, what does it mean? Ain't nothing said. 'Cause Freddy's dead. Some peace of mind with a little love I'm trying to find. This could be such a beautiful world with a wonderful girl. Ooh, I need a woman child. Don't wanna be like Freddy now, 'cause Freddy's dead. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah.
All right. If you wasn't paying attention and you had no idea what was going on, you are now on bumpthatradio.com with the bad boy Good Talk. You are on the Canibus Show. Good afternoon. We got so many surprises for you today. I hate to talk over my main man, Curtis Mayfield, but we gonna have to do that. I want to get to this show and I want to bring you all some special moments. Today, we have a special guest, and you're gonna love this. So we're gonna let Curtis bring us into it, and I'm coming back with the legendary, the one and only Canibus. And when we talk iconic, that will be the guest of the day. So let's get into this and learn something. Welcome to the show. Now I'm gonna bring my brothers on the line and wake up the afternoon. I've talked too much. It's time. I said, my brother Canibus, are you out there?
Hey, Chase, got it.
I said, my brother Canibus, are you out there?
Chase to the stage, Chase.
That's what it is. Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody that feels like life is worth having and life is worth living, You are on bumpthatradio.com with the bad boy of good talk, man. What a day exclusive. And I am on here, the Canibus show with my main man, the legendary Canibus. And you can look at the 420 if you want to, but this is the one where the mind works. You don't even have to be high to do it. It's the legendary Canibus, the rapper. You know what it is. More than the rapper, historical lyricist. Canibus, good afternoon, bro.
Hey, good afternoon. Peace to the chief.
Peace, peace.
Bump that radio.
Word. How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm feeling like everybody out there feeling, man, and Bump That Radio land. I know they all tuned in. They want to hear this special guest. They want to know what we got going on. And you know what they say, the fastest way to get to something is slowly.
Oh, man. Okay. That's
right.
That's the turtle story, right? the turtle story, man. This is what it sound like. Yeah. Definite, man. So Canibus, man, you come on and, introduce to them our special guest today, and I use the word iconic, man, because that just capitalizes the crown. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So tell them who we got with us today, man. Tell them who we got with us today.
So this gentleman, when he's just walking on 2 feet, he's human, right? When he's just, getting up in the morning, having his porridge, you know what I mean? Or, the grapefruit with condensed milk, when he's doing that, he's human. When he's drinking his tea, he's human. But when he touches that stage, right? When he touches the stage, when he boots up that equipment, and when he grabs that mic, you're talking about something otherworldly. And, it's a treasure for me to even be able to sit here and listen to myself introducing him, because this guy's been around when I was just a little child looking at the TV and saying to myself, how did he get the paperwork to fly overseas? You know what I'm saying? And he's here today, y'all. Yes. And I wanna just bring him in real quick. His name is Shinehead. Don't give me no ano. You know what I mean? Been around forever. Shine, say what's up to him, man.
Shinehead, what's up?
Bump that radio. Man, y'all making me catch a flashback like a cash app. You hear me?
Oh, man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. How you feeling?
It is fantabulation, splendiferous, and vainglorious. It is feeling surreal at living so long and then going around and coming back around again. Haven't seen Canibus in 20 years, and when we linked back up, it was like nothing. And then he's telling me about your plight and the plight of others, and I'd like it to be known that when stuff like that happens to you and folks like you who just die and come back, damn near need to be worshipped.
Respect, bro. I respect that, man. You know what I mean?
For the court's records and the clerk's minutes, yeah.
I respect that, man. You know what I mean? And to be honest, more than them worshiping, man, I just wish they'd listen a little more, you know what I mean? And learn how to get out of the mess we in, Shinehead, honestly. The experience, it gave me a lot to provide back as to how to get through this suffrage, But today, man, I want to talk about...
For you to come back function social and be normal, that's superhuman business.
Now, respect.
Yeah, he is superhuman with that. I tell you that straight off the press.
Nah.
I mean, the both of you got some things in common. Now, talk about that Fred is dead real quick, man, because that's what you was talking on. You speaking on good,
right?
Bad boy, good talk.
Yes. Well, you know what? In order for me to do that, right, I need to do 2 things, right? So if the audience can bear with us for a second, I'm going to give you a snippet of why I started with Curtis Mayfield, Freddie's Dead, right? So when you starting with the originals, man, and you know, I was fortunate, man, to have the brother on here, Andre, who, you know, Wilson Pickett and Otis Redding, he played with all these guys. You understand what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough that to have him on here as well. And we, you know, we went through the closet, you know what I mean? We went through the closet, the historical closet of music. And I want to share. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
Now I'm just chiming in on you, man.
Okay. Now, and what I want to share is why I did that. So I need to put two things here real quick, man. And believe me, you're gonna love it.
It was an ambush of love.
Yes. You know, and Shinehead, man, this is why, right? This is exactly, as soon as I just get this here, bro, you know, we dealing with life and technology, right? But these two things. So I want to give you all an example of what a real artist do and where they go. And I want you to tell me, this interests me off the top, bro. Your whole...
Darrell, if I may interject.
Yes, sir.
That Fred is Dead right there.
Yes, sir.
It's stuff like that. It's music like that make me rap. And there's only good things going to come out. There's only serious, deep things going to come out.
Yes, sir. Sir. We got a little air on your line, so I just want to clear that up because there's no way they're not gonna hear you clearly. So I just was letting you know, so you can know.
I speak a little louder. That's all. Check.
check. Love it, man. Love it. So this is why I went this way, right? I want you to check out something. So the Freddie's Dead. As I look for one more thing here because it has to go with you, right? It has to, man. This is just wonderful. But in between time, while I'm digging into this right here, tell us a little more because I want to find both things that I need. Tell us a little more, man, about the origin of you and Canibus. You know what I mean? You know, give us a time back then, a little bit of that origin. Either one of you guys, man. Tell the people how you linked up, you know, in those times.
So, I just say straight up that so Shine, you know, at the time when I met Shinehead, it was, you know, I was starstruck in a lot of ways because, you know, of course I wasn't Canibus like out had a deal, you know, a major recording deal or anything like that. I hadn't done that yet. And so I was still working for the Lost Boys and with the Lost Boys, you know, as a general manager for Group Home Entertainment. Of course, we started out at Uptown Records, you know, the famous Uptown Records, man. You know, we're talking about Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, Father MC, you know, Heavy D was over there, Soul For Real, Mona Lisa, Lost Boys. I mean, there's plenty more that was on that label. That was where everybody knows him as Diddy now, but we used to just call him Puff. You know what I'm saying? And Puff was a up and coming. Also he was a mogul in the making. And so Shinehead was like my tutor, man. He would just come through in this black 850i. You know what I mean? Beamer. For those who don't remember, man, that was the big boy back then, like the big boy Starship, 12-cylinder. You know what I'm saying? Like for everybody who get into that stuff now, man, this dude was doing that in the early 90s when I met him. And he would just come through, you know, either on his way to the studio or going back to the lab. And just, you know, he was Jamaican. I looked up to him. I said to myself, man, like, I guess this is what the music industry is about. You know, and he never behaved like he was as big a star as he was, or he never behaved like his feet were sun-kissed before, because he never behaved like that. He never behaved like he'd already touched it and did it and been there and done that. And all these years later, I look at that and I marvel at it. I want to say thank you to him on the air live for being a, you know what I'm saying, for being a mentor to me and being fair with me and being honest and holding me down, man. I just, you know, because he did it when he never had to, right, you know, and right. I love you for that, Sean. Word.
Right. So Shinehead, man, can you know, give us one of those experiences, because you dealt with a young Canibus, man. How was that?
It was pure. It was rawness. and it was truth for as long as he could hold on to the truth before they attempted to contaminate him.
Right. I'm glad you spoke on that.
With quote, the life, quote.
Right.
So, I mean, I didn't know. I didn't. Yeah, I'm straight blushing right now, brothers. Give me a sec.
Nah, we with you, man.
I might have said a few things, positive and ting. I didn't know it went that far and was that effective, I don't know what to say behind that one, I just saw a youngin' and like, okay, we gonna put him on this track so he avoids drugs, guns, and all types of shenanigans.
And he did just that.
Yeah.
And he did just that.
And like, there's a few more that come back and basically say the same thing and catch me out there like that. You know what I mean, Darrell?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, but I loved it though, because I learned from them. They give me young energy. Nobody saw me do it but God. And if they want to go say it, let them say it. I'm not saying, I mean, bring him. I mean, bring the one that, and I mean, they the one that's saying that. Yeah.
Right.
Because reggae cats will be quick to do that.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I let them say it. That way, it remains pure.
Exactly. Well,
yeah, it was nurture some in both ways. Now I'm saying.
I understood.
And he is the real teacher. He is the real teacher in a lot of in the sense that, and this is a primary foundational thing that pioneers do. Real pioneers do. Like, he was always the one where he's like, do what I do, not what I say. Right. So he would show by example why certain tenets were set up and why you operate this way. He would just show it by example. And when I seen him about, when I was out in LA for a little while, I got up with him. I was proud to see him, like, he still sprint, he'd do a 40-yard sprint in a heartbeat, like even today. Like, I seen him sprint. He was running across the warehouse real quick.
Right,
you feel me? Like grabbing a dump plate, going to jump in the crate and find a record real quick. And I watched him sprint, and I was just saying to myself, wow. You know what I mean? So, yeah, y'all can take it from here, man. Like, the man's about to tear down today.
You're on
stage in 2 hours, man.
You are officially on bumpthatradio.com, the Canibus Show with the bad boy Good Talk, and we are talking to the iconic, legendary, let me throw all those words in there, Shinehead. When we're talking reggae and we're talking hip hop and then we're talking what they call that crossroads, we have brought you the man that was there, man. I don't know if he put up the signs, go this way, go that way, but believe me, when that highway was built, this brother Shine was right there, man, throwing up the signs. You either stop, go, whatever you saw when you got to that intersection, that's where that came from. But before I get into that, Shinehead, I have to do this, right? So I want to give the people a snippet of two things. You guys bear with me, right? I want the people out here to listen to two things. This is how this is why I wanted to do this. When I was in prison, this particular song, and it is ironic, man. So let me get this on the air, right? Young lady, man, my young lady was one of the songs I played this, right? And during the time I was playing this to her, see, they don't understand out here. You know what I mean? Like, they don't get it. And I was saying this song right here is the song, and I'm going to stand on that. And Shinehead proved that when I had to do my research and my homework, not what I knew, what I needed to know. Once I did that job, I said, oh, I know exactly who the brother is. I'm not talking about what all the billboards, and we're going to talk about that, and all these kind of people would be saying and not saying, and the radios and the TVs. I'm not talking about that. I go for the individual. I go for the substance, like, the same thing that it took to get me through 18, you know what I mean, all the way 35 years in that prison. And this song was a part of that, because I don't think there's another way in this world to tell someone, a woman, how she was made than this. And when I say that, if you listen to the ingredients going on here, and when you talked about what you just said, Canibus, the ingredients he added into your life, I want you guys to listen to something real quick. I'm going to give you particles of it, and then at the end of this interview, I'm going to play them both because you should hear them. But let's take a moment here. So you guys bear with me. Shinehead, you're going to love this because this is how I knew he is a prophet of the message more than a maker of the music. There's a total different thing. Right? So let me get this and see if you appreciate this. Ladies and gentlemen, just pay attention for 1 second. Let's go. You're gonna learn something today. Let's drop this on you. Now just listen in for a minute.
Oh man, I was gonna bust that. Hey,
let him. Hold on, let me stop this, brother Shinehead.
Win, come on then.
Okay, hold on. That's right. I got the
radio.
I got the Shinehead lit up.
I swear, Darrell, I was gonna drop that Acapulco on the air. You just killed me. Yeah, I know.
Hey, I got a job to do. Hey, you said let me get it for him. Let me get it for him here. Let me get it for him, and we're gonna do that one more time. I love if I coming out of a dungeon out of hell can sit here with my brother Canibus and sit here, man, with an icon and get an icon excited. I won. Make sure the government knows I just won, big time. You understand? I just won. So let me the people Shinehead. That's why I want to do this, and then I want to talk about it for a moment, right? Let them hear this. So I'm going to put you guys on pause, myself on pause. I'm going to give them a snippet of this, and then I want them to hear something else, okay? So you guys listen in and see what the excitement is about. And ladies, listen to me. Pay attention to this because many songs that are out today it's an easy route to you, meaning that I don't even see any class in it at all. It just comes right out in partner language. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, I want to freak you. I want to fuck you. I want to sex you. All of the songs are directly that. You know what I mean? You know, they're directly that. This here was saying that I care about you. This is saying that, you know, you are important to me, and these are the makings of you. So imagine you're in your kitchen making an ingredients. This is talking about making you, ladies, what you're worth and who you are. Listen closely.
A great big expression of happiness, boy, you couldn't miss. With a dozen roses, such would astound you. The joy of children laughing around you. These are the makings of you. It is true. The makings of you. The righteous way to go. Little one would know or believe if I told them so. You're second to none. The love of all mankind should reflect some sign of these words I've tried to recite. They are close but not quite, almost impossible to do, reciting the makings of you.
Okay, my people, bear with me. Now listen, that's the making of you, Curtis Mayfield. I want to give you one more verse of that. One more verse, Canibus, y'all bear with me.
The righteous way to go. Little one would know or believe if I told them so. You're second to none. The love of all mankind.
The love of all mankind
should reflect some sign of these words I've tried tried to recite. They are close but not quite. Almost impossible to do. Reciting the makings of you.
Now, if you listen closely to that, and I know a lot of you are going to get hip now, but if you pay attention, if you listen to that, Curtis Mayfield is talking about the makings of you. He throws in the ingredients. He tells you the ingredients that it takes. The love of all mankind. It should reflect some side. He tells you children's laughter being thrown in there. These are the ingredients. Now, I want you to hear that one more time while I bring back the iconic Shinehead. Shinehead, this one goes out to you, my brother. You all listen here closely.
Oh, snap! Oh, snap!
There he is. Listen to this. Now, what do I say about that? What do I say about that? Listen. What do I say about that? Hold on, my people. Listen. What do we say about that? We run it back again. Listen, man, listen.
Can I tell you?
Yes,
please,
yes,
can
sir.
I tell you?
Shinehead,
Okay.
Talk to me.
So now you play the Curtis Mayfield, right?
Yes, sir.
I get excited. I'm trying to shoot Canibus. All the new joints I did, including the Curtis Mayfield, the Makings of You renditions. And then you just messed that whole thing up because you got it already and dropped it on me, and I got caught out there. And I'm like, who is this that thinks like I do?
Yes, man. I think like you do, brother.
I didn't know. I ain't know you did your work. Yo, you got to be old, Darrell. You got to be old. You gotta be old like me, straight up. Come on now.
Hey, I'm gonna say, man, and I really, if Shinehead, if you could look at your phone for a second, man, because when you blink out, I want you in here. But let me just say this right here, man. I'll go ahead and do the age. I've been in there since I was 18 to 53, basically, right? I'm 55 now. You know what I mean? 55. But
President, you ain't no joke. You ain't no Hey, Canibus, could you tell the man that he could win a sound clash for thinking like that?
Yeah, you need to take him out with you, man. He's a secret weapon. Trust me.
I'm thinking I'm ahead, but he's ahead of ahead. You feel me?
Nah, I'm still catching up, man, to you legends, man. I'm still catching up, man. But
that was some Jedi thinking, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, bump that radio.
I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. But the reason why, what brought me there was because instantly I said to myself, that's all I need to know. I'm a connoisseur of music, right? So, before I went away, Shinehead, a lot of people don't know this. Canibus know, my bro know, people that were there know. I had an opportunity, man, with the Mantronics to sign. At 18 years old, I was performing in this place called Rosalind Ballroom right before they set me up, which is behind it because I was getting popular, right, in these towns, and especially in this Brockton town. And I was a connoisseur of music, man. I come from a rough background, you know what I mean? A stepfather, a little bit of bad. But the one thing that would happen with him is that he would have me play the music, right? And it's odd because he would fight my moms and so on. And it's public, and he admits, and we just, that's life, right? And he would, after they would fight or whatever would happen, somehow, man, he would tell me, I was little, and he had the record player, and he would tell me, we would sit down in the basement, man, it'd be dark, and he's drunk, whatever he's doing, but this is the only time he mellowed, and he would tell me, boy, go over there, pull that record there, and at this time, man, you got to figure I'm like 10 or whatever, right? I don't even know these songs, and he's like, put that on, that's Al Green. I knew the cover, Parliament, I could tell you what was on every cover, you know what I mean? I could tell you was on the cover of this joint, all of the joints. And so I would go over there and play those records. So at 10 years old, man, I knew the oldest records. I knew the songs, right? And soon as I saw that Shinehead, I have never, not only do I not hear people hip to this song, I've never heard someone, right, in the language, man, of the Rastas, you know what I mean, of the Jamaicans. I've never heard anyone remake this song, right? You understand that? In this fashion. I've heard Gladys Knight remake it. I've heard others. I have not heard it in the reggae field. Tell me what happened there, man. Tell me how you came to that. Shinehead. Ladies and gentlemen, Shinehead is on this show. The iconic reggae hip-hop artists of all times with the legendary Canibus. Please tell me, man, how you came to do that song, The Making of You.
Okay. That song is as a result of a cover before that. Before that, I had a notion of a Stevie Wonder joint, and I'm saying to myself, damn, what would Frankie Paul, Michael Jackson, and Stevie Wonder do with this one Stevie Wonder song? And my first attempts at that song, I had to leave it alone because I found myself entering certain psychological realms where it's like when Jack told that younger actor, look, when you get in the zone, do what you're doing and get out on time, because if you stay too long, you can't get out. So it becomes mentally taxing and, kooky zone business. So when I was trying it out, I had to leave it alone for a few days because it brought me to tears. There was a new, strong energy, didn't know how to handle it. So I allowed it for a couple of days and then went back to it. Still thinking of what will Frankie Paul, Michael Jackson, and Stevie Wonder do with this Stevie Wonder joint, and then I managed to get it out of me. Do, 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 never ever. That joint right there.
Now that's exclusive. That's exclusive, Shinehead. Go ahead, go kill it, bro. That's exclusive.
See? So I put that on a classic Treasure Isle rhythm called I Get Along Without You Now by the Melodians. How'd that go? I get along without you now. And the bass line is rugged and mellow. right? It's rugged and mellow, and what it is they fit, they match. This song from this world fits this rhythm from that world, and they match. It's not very many people could see this and bring the worlds together. I never thought of the concept of crossover. I'm just looking to merge worlds. And so after I got that off, and by the way, I'm doing a Deliberate Treasure album with Peckins of London, because got legal access and all these things. So that Stevie Wonder joint led to the Curtis Mayfield joint, because I wanted to stay there.
Okay.
It's nice there.
And I wanted
warm there. It's nurture some there.
I wanted to interject and say that, you know, see, Sean he's unique in a lot of ways, but there's one beacon of light that stands out with him, and that's that because he's been, you know, just a crate diver for so long, everybody's got a piece of him. Like everybody kind of remembers, if they've been listening to music for the last, 20, 30 years, everybody remembers a song that he's done, or if they play the tape, they'll know that's him. You know, everybody's got a piece of him. You know, you, Darrell, you got your little sliver of what he's done. You know what I mean? Your folks, you know what I mean? Steph, she got a piece of him. I got somebody else calling in. They want to salute him. And I want to send a shout out to Miss Lindsay for making this happen. Like,
shout out to Miss Lindsay. Definitely.
Yeah.
Honor, my sister.
Papa
Honor.
Love, Butterfly, the boss ladies.
Honor to the sister. Definitely honor. Definitely. So Shinehead, man, I just couldn't get over that one. You know what I mean? That was
right. And let me tell you some more about that. That song in particular, and messages like that in a dastardly time like this, I just felt that joints like that need to be recycled and come back out again. Because those is bullets against the war of evil. So, you recycle them and shoot them again, because they're needed. All that old reggae joint is needed. All that old Curtis Redding, Johnny Lee Hooker is needed. It's not about the beat. It's about that ingredient. It's that ingredient that'll bring us back to our senses.
Exactly. That's exactly. So tonight, you know what I mean? I'm not sure how I'm going to do tonight yet, but, I do the love sessions from 8 to 12, right? And this is one of my songs, and I play a few songs that I know the average person's not going to know because of the content, right? You know what I mean? It was the content of music. None of that music would do me any good when I was in there in the hole suffering, listening to somebody just telling me, man, I blast somebody, I did this. I was living with all the people that they rapping about, that they singing about. So when they were talking about the bad guys and using that for street credibility, right, to be able to say my man upstate, I was sitting there with their man upstate who was sitting there like me saying to himself, hey, listen, man, we don't care less about that. We need a little love up in here. We need to be able to talk to our girls, you know what I mean, over the airwaves and send dedications, and we're not going to send out no foolishness. We're going to send out something like this, right? So that right there, man, it was just beautiful moments for me, because those are nights I could lay back. But what I wanted to talk to you about, and Bus, you come in as you will, right? One of the things that I had saw, and we're going to talk about, actual credibility. There's a difference between credibility, right? And what we call natural shine. You know what I mean? Natural shine. And a lot of people are just shining. I think Craig G has the song Limelight. I play that a lot, right? They're limelight makers. This right here is culture. I wanted to talk about this. There was a statement that you had made, and you saw it as disrespect. I think it was Billboard magazine, and they had showed no love, man. They left Beanie Man and Bounty Killer off the cover of their Versus tribute piece, right? You know what I mean? And as a disrespect to dance hall, and you spoke on that. Can you tell me, because I'm starting with Billboard because I'm looking at what they judge things by, you know what I mean? Like a Time magazine. What made you say that was a disrespect? And tell us how you feel about these people that have gathered up our lives, and then they decide what crown they're going to put on us in the music industry.
Never mind disrespect, probably deliberate oversight. We didn't see that. We don't want to see that. How could you not see that? How could you not see the biggest and the baddest verses that nobody has topped so far? Nobody not topped that verses that. Till I got it. I rhymed about it in a new song. It was. If you're feeling it, I'm an old guy now, and if it's coming my way, and I'm feeling it, then younger than me is definitely feeling it first. And there's a whole lot more that's younger than my generation now.
Right.
See, I looked at a few verses.
Y'all all gold, man. Old gold, man. You old gold, and gold don't age, G.
Fact.
Give thanks. I'm looking at that joint like, because I come from Clash. I come from battle. I learned from battle. I was in Harlem World with the legends, with Furious 5, with Treacherous 3, with AJ, with Mario, with Busy B.
I had a chance to be with Busy B. I had a chance to spend some time with Busy B. Yeah, Busy B. Shout out to Busy B.
I come from, in reggae, we call it Clash. In hip-hop, we call it battle. I come from both. I have lived both. I've seen both. I learned from both. I am both. Now, when we watch all of them verses there and whatnot, the baddest one is Bounty and Beanie. They got vibes. Because they used to not like each other for real anyway. All right, let's turn that into some money. But they still kept the zeal and the fervor of it all, and the essence of it all. They wasn't just singing the songs that we know they sing or the hits they sing. They were not going through their lyrical playlist like that. They was going at it.
And you know what I noticed, Shinehead, you know, one of the things you were talking about it, man, we talking about the Cold Crush, Treacherous 3, Busy B, right? Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5.
Shout out to Grandmaster.
Yes, man. DJ Red Alert, shout out to both of the brothers, man. But you in the middle of that. And then I was looking at it, and I was looking at, man, in your later years, you in Jamaica with Run DMC and Fat Boys, man. Talk to me about this.
And Tiger, but hold on. As a shorty, August 1979, I'm in a little club called the Sparkle on Mount Eden and Jerome in the Bredongs. Listen, this good. And it is hard. It is the hardest, nothing but hard rocks up in that piece. Melly Mel is at the door. Gray Lee Wrangler suit. Gray suede British Walkers. Gray.
Shout out to Melly Mel.
What on?
Shout out to Melly Mel, my man Faisal Muhammad, who beat Megatron in 1998. Used to hold Melly Mel down with the arm elbows and all that.
See, watch this now. To top it off, he had on the gray turtle shell Yves Saint Laurent glasses, killing it with the perfect fro, looking like a globe. And he's barking on motherfuckers. Excuse me, he's barking on folks on the line and whatnot. Yo, y'all ain't giving the. And in that hard b-boy jam, Darrell, Canibus, in that hard b-boy jam, you know what Flash did? Flash dropped Always and Forever, right in the middle of that gangster b-boy jam.
Oh,
yeah.
I see the logic.
With the regular tempo, he dropped it at the regular tempo, that slow tempo.
Flash Boss Heat Wave, Always and Forever, first 1979 August in Sparkle, and that averted a whole lot of noise.
I got that point.
Yeah.
That was the point.
Flash
Wow.
And I wanna send a special shout out to Grandmaster Flash right now. I know you got a relationship with him too, Sean.
Hey,
and
you know when you put a wet blanket over a campfire?
Of course.
Okay, that's what he did. That was a Jedi mind trick. Yeah,
I
right.
want to send a shout out to Flash, because Flash, when I did my first album with Universal, Flash had come through to the studio I was recording that with. I was down. I think I was at Battery Studio, and he came through with Dougie Fresh. He came through, and he was telling me a story about how Prince had heard the album and everything, and that's D Prince too, and Flash, and then he went back to the crib because he had a Cold Crush hat on. And I was like, yo, that hat is nasty, man. I need one of those. And the man left the session, went back to the crib. It was about 45 minutes, and then brought me back one of those fitteds, man. So I want to send a shout out to Grandmaster Flash, wherever you at. You know, we love you, man. And you always, yeah, word is bond.
You know, what I caught there, man, was Shinehead said that night, Grandmaster Flash saved some lives with love, right? By using that particular music, because he knew our real nature. No matter what, if we just chime back into our original nature, we're going to be fine, right? And that is what I saw when you said that in that moment. He said, I'm going to control this atmosphere from what you know and what you came from. And when there was love in your home, or when you were surviving and you were making it through, and that was all right, making it through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a Jedi mind trick. That's crowd control for you.
That's class.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw
class.
that. I lived that.
That's class, man. So tell me a little more, man, about, you know, your time with the Harlem World, because I want them to, I'm going to play a joint of yours, and then I want you to tell me about that. But I want Canibus to be able to, you know, do his thing here. But tell me about that Harlem World, man. I mean, you know, that real Harlem World. Give us a little bit about that, man. What that was like, who was around, you know, any stories you want to share, any exclusives, man, I would appreciate them, right? You know, tell us a little bit, like, how was that?
All the big stars of the time, all the big hood stars of the time, like I just mentioned, you know, the Tetris 3s, the AJs, the Marios, the Ciscos, Furious 5, Busy B. As a shorty, I went in there because I heard about the competition, because me and some Bronx MCs got together. And so when I went down there with my little routine, nobody knew me. See? And there was a lot packed into it. All right, Darrell, you could go back. Can you go back to a rambling commercial? Hello?
Let me see. No, I'm thinking. A rambling commercial. Run that. I'm not sure.
Rambling is a soda done with long time. So I went down with a little routine, like, let me tell you, just in case you've never heard before, rocking on to the break of dawn. I'm something more. Gonna give you more excitement than we bargained for. E.C. I am something more. And I got a forward from the crowd.
Exclusive. You're getting one right now, too, from bumpthatradio.com. You're getting one right now, bro.
Now, at the time, everybody knew Ramblin' Soda, so they got the joke, and I got the big forward, considering I'm a little nobody coming in there busting it like that. Now, I had to learn that it's not what you say, and it's not just what you say, but it's how many times people hear you say it, and then it becomes theirs. Then they start wearing it. So for the first time when I heard Busy B simply go, bob at the bob, a dang, a dang, dang, the derivative zone, the zip zone, and nothing more, and got an atomic forward infinitely bigger than mine. Your lyrics don't matter. The ingredients, the intricate ingredients I put in did not matter. Did not matter to the simple thing that Busy B said that people have heard before, like, and it rocks the party. So I had to learn. Right. So I had to learn. Okay. So this is how you build your name and your familiarity with the people. So what I started doing was my own little New York City tour. I'm ambushing everything. Everything near dancehall, everything near my jam, up in the valley, down in Brooklyn, anywhere it is. It's time to ambush till the name gets around in Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, every damn where, Connecticut. It was really boots on the ground. See, Boston included. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
We didn't have to be built. We trying to build a name. So it's ambush in the night. All rhymes aiming at you now. Yeah. See? And it was cassette days, and the cassettes got around as effectively as internet does today. See?
Right.
Back in them days. So if it's Jamaica, I'm going to Skateland. I'm going to Gemini Lawn. I'm going to One Music Avenue, Jack Ruby up in Ocho Rios.
Shout out New York.
I'm going to Jalove at Studio Union. Savoir faire is everywhere. Dark man, everywhere and nowhere.
Ooh.
Everyone and no one.
Right. You know,
hey, D, real quick.
Yes,
D,
sir.
I got you. Got to call it. Trying to get in. Just want to salute Shine, man. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. Right?
Yes, sir.
But because right now I'm on Shinehead. You know what I mean? And they can get on Twitter. I see it, right? You know, get on Twitter, man, and send them some love. Get on your Facebook and send them some love. Let the people know we here. I see what's going on, right, Bus? You know what I mean?
Love to the people.
Shout to the people, man. Listen. This is important to me, right? You know, I looked at that, but I also looked at some of the moves you made. Man, you redid Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. I was listening to that yesterday. You redid Billie Jean as well, man. What brought you to that? Did you get time with Mike? Were you around Mike? What brought that about?
Nah, it was around 83 or 82 when Downbeat Tony Screw took me and Shelly Thunder to our first big rubber dub dance, and it was African Love and Papa Moke playing, and Moke was killing African Love, and then African Love threw on that rhythm, which is now known as Billie Jean because of me, but really it's called Chimchiri by the Brigadier General, and before that it is also known by the Gurus as Phase 1. I never heard it before. When the joint came on, power surged from my toe to my fro, and Tony Screw Downbeat looked at me and laughed at me and said, that's one bite, yo. You like it?
Okay.
Started clowning me and that. See? So I'm like, yeah, let me get that. And African Love don't know me. It's two selectors, Claude and Mikey, and they both look like Gregory Isaac. When they got their glasses on and their hat on, they both look like Gregory Isaac. Nice, chilled rosters.
Hey, shout out to Shelly Thunder. Shout out to Shelly Thunder. And shout out to Patrick, too, man. She took her clothes off in the dressing room one time to just shock me and the homie that was there. We was just back there. She just rolled real quick in front of us, did a wardrobe change. Shout out.
Shout out.
I'm fine, though.
You know, jumping into this right here all as well. Now, I'm going to say this because I want you to really break this down for us. You were a different level. You had the UK on Smash, America Smash, you know what I mean, Jamaica Smash, man. And I want you to tell us about that. But I want to say this to bring you into that. You used the term, and a term was used with you, a legal alien, right? And when I saw that, I thought about Canibus as well when they said he's a legal alien. You know what I mean? Like, to this world, he's an alien. It's like Canibus. He was so ahead of his time. Can you tell me about how that was, man, knowing that these are the spectrums that you in, and the idea of anyone saying, hey, he's a legal alien. A legal alien.
The first legal or illegal alien that got famous for it wasn't Canibus and it wasn't Shinehead. It was Slick Rick. Let's get to that. And before it was even Slick Rick, it was the drummer of GQ.
KGQ, I Do Love You. That's my joint.
Right. Yeah. The drummer of GQ.
Wow.
He, unfortunately, he got deported. One of the baddest bands that was coming back up in the day. But not to lose point. So when I was in this first dance, and I hit that Billie Jean rhythm, that was my first forward ever. And then I guess I got a forward, but there were some folks in the dance that didn't like that because they were Papa Moke supporters. And then a little scrapping went down at the front gate. I got thrown out. I didn't start nothing, but I'm going to get thrown out because who I'm fighting with the promoters and don't know.
Right.
I'm young, I'm green.
Right.
So from there now, we fast forward to 86, where African Love takes me to England in 86. I go to Notting Hill Carnival, and it was heaven. It was rubber dub reggae sound system heaven. I met everybody I heard about. And it's like they was waiting on me because they heard of me too. And these are cassette days. Cassettes getting around from England, New York, Jamaica, like that. Hip hop cassettes too. Because don't sleep. I got my Grandmaster Flash and Furious 4 before they got the 5th MC. I got those tapes. Sidebar. Okay.
Sidebar.
Okay, yeah.
Wow. Hey, so
how that go.
So now I want to ask this, and Bus, you know, Canibus man, please come in on this. I want to settle something. Last night we did a tribute to you. 2 things, right? Last night I wanted to do a preamp, you know what I mean? And so I did a tribute to you. My brother played a good selective of your music and music that relates to that, right? There's a you know, the first thing is, man, shout out to Peapod, because you know Peapod, right? And this is my assistant in here, man, and beautiful person, man. You know what I mean? And a love, and so reggae is her music. You understand that? That is her music. I mean, period. She knows it. So when I was going through
shout
the collection,
out to Peapod.
that's what I was saying. Now, Peapod, you just got a shout out from the iconic. You understand that? Let me get that again so I can, everybody quiet, so I can use that clip, man, and put that on my soundboard. Give it to her again, man, Shinehead.
Big shout out to Peapod. Bump that radio.
Oh man, hey, listen, man, we got to clip that, P.O. Man, shout out to my partner, P.O. man, you know what I mean? A black man started this, man. Hey, so now the next thing was, man, I need to settle this, right? So I read a few things and I saw a few things, man, and I want to know you guys' perspective on this. I saw a few things that said that when you guys, you know, are in Jamaica, that there was a time that the music wasn't accepted over there. Is that right or wrong? Meaning that
Reggae.
going into this next thing.
We used to get beaten. Jamaica, like, rebel, when it come on to music or, you know, watching a sports and them thing, that, man, we used to take beating from grandma to do what we do, man. Like, so
yeah.
I don't think there was ever a situation where things wasn't accepted like that. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
I saw this. I just want you guys to know I saw this on 2 hip hop interviews, right? The reason I'm saying that, I think they're trying to get across that by the time the rapping came along, that maybe that was an issue, but if not, I really want to settle that. I don't want to take their right.
Nah, it's a separate thing, because when I was a shorty, I seen grown men with dreadlocks, Rastaman, police make them take their tam off, their crown off, and I didn't see when Rastas was getting trimmed, but Rastas got their hair cut, and Rastas got beaten, and Rastas got killed. Now, all I did one morning going to school was I had on some straight leg corduroy pants and a red, green, and gold belt, and I got my pants ripped into rodeo pants. You heard?
Wow.
Tell them about Dread at the controls. You remember that story there?
Yeah, that's Mikey. That's Mikey Dread.
The real
Mikey
thing.
Dread.
No, Dread at the controls. In Jamaica, man. Dread at the controls.
There was a pilot. There was a Rasta pilot. I think it was for Air Jamaica. And when he landed, he was like, Dread at the controls. And
that must have been dope. That would be dope for me, man, to hear that, because I know that ain't nobody jacking that plane if the Dread's at control. You know what I'm saying? I know the Dread gonna throw down. I know the Dread's gonna jump. He gonna put that on automatic pilot and come on out back there, right? So we got to get back to that.
Also, legend has it that the RAF holds a med, so you know it's gonna be a steady flight. You heard?
Right. All medical conditions taken care
of.
Copy. Roger that.
John, we got a caller. That's from the island too, man. He want to shout you out. We're gonna coordinate that. D gonna coordinate that and bring him in for you.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely do that. I got a time for that. So we talking about Cali Ranks. I'm gonna get you, Cali. I just want to get through this here because I know he got to get out here, man. And I understand that you got a show going on today too. You tell us a little about that show. I don't want to jump off of where I want to go, but I want people to know that show is going on today. Tell us about the show you're doing today and where you at with that today.
Every Sunday, DJ Papalo, Butterfly, and myself we do a 420 day party from 4:20 p.m. till midnight. For now, it's going to be free. We got music, food, drinks, and if you want to flip down a ping pong table, that's cool too. So, you know, the nice round bamboo fence, and we just rubber-dubbing it, we hip-hopping it, we jazzing it, we rocking it, we merengue in it, we salsa in it, we cumbia in it, like that. Mom and pop style, 420 to midnight, 121 East 18th Street, 18 in Maine, downtown, scandalous Los Angeles, man.
Ooh, listen, shout out Los Angeles, man. That's every Sunday?
Every Sunday.
Oh man, we got to get over there, Bus, man. I got to get some of this live. We got to get some of that footage, man. I got to show them some of that footage, man. That's dope.
Hey, yeah. Nobody tell a bounty hunter them for come find you know, man. Nobody tell them, man. Just go on. You know, man.
KingstonCrowdHiFi.com is all it is.
Yes. I was gonna get to that because I want them to know the platforms to find you on. But before I dig off into that, I want to take a second while I go here, man, and you know, integrate Cali Ranks into this, right? I'm gonna play a song right here and then come back. I want you to explain it to me, man. It's one of your smashes. I want you to tell me a little bit about that. Let me just say this again. You're on bumpthatradio.com with the bad boy of Good Talk, and you're on the Canibus Show with the legendary rapper Canibus here, man. We host this show every Sunday 12 to 2. We done had all kind of guests. Today I done topped myself. We done topped ourselves, I feel, man, especially in the reggae field, man, because we have the one and only, the iconic Shinehead on here.
Shinehead.
Yes, Shinehead. Make sure you understand who we talking to today on Bump That Radio, man. Listen, I'm going to, that's, you know what? I'm going to have to get you, Shinehead. I'm going to have to get that on my board, too. You know how to give you the little pads to make the sounds? I'm going to get a whole bunch of sound effects from you, brother.
The bad and the ugly.
Yeah. I'm going to get
all day with it.
Good, the bad, and the ugly, man. You know, they ain't hip. So, listen, I'm going to play this joint here, fellas. It's going to be kind of like our commercial break while I try to get to Cali Ranks here, man. But this joint here, I want you to tell me a little bit about after the play. My people, listen to this, man. If you are unfamiliar with Shinehead, you should be familiar with this joint and get familiar. Let's go.
Yeah. Oi, man. Yo. Shinehead again, man. I'm gonna show you, man. Back to back, we are getting it together. Really, no. Now, our crew, you know, we have to dig up scenes. So just one step up in life and Shinehead said, yeah. Yes. Don't drink coffee, I drink roots, my dear. And I love my morning ride. You can see it in my motions when I walk. I'm a Jamaican in New York. See me walking down Church Avenue with my hat leaned to one side. You can see it when I walk. I'm a Jamaican.
Come on, man. That says it for itself. Shinehead. That says it. Jamaican in New York. One of your smashes, man. Just tell us about that. What it was like, both of you guys, what it was like to be Jamaican in New York. But I would like to start with what made you do that song. And Illegal Alien is in this song, so tell me about that, Shinehead.
I did 5th grade in the Bronx, and I had to take a quick cultural crash course in cultural differences and acceptances and rejections and whatnot, and grew up with that. I'm not the only one that experienced it in good ways, bad ways, in different ways, but no one spoke of it yet. So in the later years, I decided to sing about it. I was not the only one, because there's another record called West Indian in New York, which was actually made before I said Jamaican in New York. I made Jamaican in New York as a spin-off to the original Englishman in New York, which was created by Sting of the Police out of England. I like jazz, but I like the song, and it also fit what a lot of us immigrants are, and will still live. Are you with me?
Of course,
You
I'm
mean the
with you.
bubbies, eh? You mean the bubbies, eh?
Right.
Yeah, right. And as an immigrant, you face prejudices because you're new, you're unfamiliar, so you're gonna face prejudices. And it wasn't cool to be Jamaican yet.
So he's talking about things like, you know, your grandma put on your clothes, she sent you to school, you know, your first time you go in American school, you have on corduroys, you're wearing some hot corduroys. You know what I mean? In Miami, in South Miami, you have on some hot
corduroys,
some khaki corduroys, some khaki corduroys, and some kangaroo tennis shoes.
Oh,
You know
kangaroos with the pocket on them, with the pocket on the sneaker.
That's where you put your lunch money at. Yeah, that's where you put your lunch money at. And, you know, the
with a Davy Crockett hat.
Oh, listen, man. Y'all ain't gonna do it that bad, man. Moms and them. Listen, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
Real talk, though. Real talk. So the Asian immigrants used to wear corduroys too, and Vidal Sassoon and all that. But see, they used to come to school to just straight get to the books. Like we were there, and we wanted to, you know, wear the black, the green, and the gold. You know, sometimes we had the black, red, green, and gold. And we wanted to do music, too. We didn't just want to get to the books. We wanted to do music. Right. So, you know, that was the difference, man. They all laughed at us in the early days because they didn't understand, you know, say what was, plus, that's the American way, right? You gotta earn your, you know what I'm saying? You gotta earn your stripes, you know, you got to earn them the hard way, man.
Well, Bus, I want to jump in on that when you say that, man, because you know what I mean? Me, I'm Blackfeet Indian, right? And you know, and Cape Verdean. So although I would just look black, that's, you know what I mean, not what I am. But nonetheless, right, I'm black. We all, you know what I mean, from the African culture. But that's what I say, African, you know what I mean? But the reason I jumped in on that is because I can give you an experience, man. It happened to be with the Haitian brothers, right? I would go to school, and this is what I have to say, this Black America, that I believe our people, when it was the Jamaicans coming here, the Haitians coming here, I believe we were more hard on other cultures of blacks that came into this thing called the United States than even the whites were. I believe that because I watched how we treated our people. What do you think on that?
Thank you. Yeah. That's true story. Thank you. Thank you for saying it. I mean, I gotta tell you though, it was hard, but it's pretty much that's the melanated, you know, way. Like because really what it is it's breaking the ice. It's just getting to know folks. And this is the 80s. We're talking the 80s here. We're not talking now, because now, you know, the skin on these little youngins is a little bit thinner. You know what I'm saying? They can't really, they don't really have it. You know, they can't laugh at themselves. the way that we used to have to. But it was just, the homies at school, they just wanted to break the ice and get to see what your breaking point was, get to see, you know what I mean? And nowadays, it's like,
Also,
I'm listening.
hello? Yeah, also there's a thing, Canibus and Darrell, there's a thing where the first immigrants, like before my generation, like Mom Dukes and them, going older like that like black Americans couldn't understand the black immigrants coming in, and they gonna do the nurse job, the janitor job, the maid job, all types of jobs that these jobs were here, nobody did them, and we come in doing them, and now that's a problem. They was right here for y'all to do before we came, and that's part of the thing too, But like, it's not, it ain't even exactly like that no more. Who took that over is the original natives that we call Mexicans. Those are the new super people now.
Take over. Take over.
Yeah.
But and they took over. They came back with the reggaeton too. They took over with all that. But see, my grandmother,
talking build anything, fix anything, like fairy dust out of thin air. Those are the new superheroes now.
Yeah, man. Like your gal said Shine, man, they give you blue corn. What kind of corn do you want? You want blue corn, short corn?
Yeah.
What kind of corn?
Yeah, amazing.
Hey, you know, before I bring in, man, Cali Ranks, man, Mr. Kill Them All, right? Before I bring in Cali Ranks, because Cali Ranks want to pay honor, and I admire that, right? And he's on the line, so we're going to bring him in. But before I do that, 2 points, right? One of the things were, when I got hip, man, to the fact, and this is maybe sad, but this is how it was. When I got hip to the fact that, the Jamaicans and the Haitians and everybody was getting, doing a lot of the work, right? You know how I knew that you guys were working overtime over here in America, like doing it all? It was clear. America knew that, and I show you how Black America knows this. I used to watch Living Color, and they had a scene on there they would do where the Jamaican guy was on a plane, right? And he was on a plane. They was like, "Man got lots of jobs," right? And he had every job you could think of, and he was doing some stuff on the plane.
Bus driver, train operator.
Yeah. He was, listen, he had all those jobs, and they was saying he could do everything on the plane, man. And it was like, man has lots of jobs, right? So,
that's the way-in. The way is that's Keenan, man.
Yeah. So they understood that, right? They, you know what I mean? They understood that, man. And that's what they call. See, that's the thing. These people are marching on the Capitol, talking about built this country. And if you take away all that work right there, you don't got no country.
Look, Keenan was with the comedy, and he was dope for doing that. But I'm gonna tell you where, that island of Jamaica made a splash on the U.S. I was living at the time in Broward County, Florida, and right over there by the Monarch Dodge, man. You know what I'm saying? Northwest 20th Street. And I'm telling you right now, there's a place called Cambridge Square and all that. Let me tell you something, man. When that bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? That thing was serious, man.
Right,
it was serious over there. And that was the first show. If you think about it, that was the first kind of like, show they used to come on. It was like live, the camera running with somebody, and that was the first show that did that. Mm-hmm. And who was they chasing? They was chasing Jamaicans first, man. They was chasing the yard man. And you know what? That's when all that Mark for Death was out. And I want to send a shout out. This is just I don't want to activate nobody, but I want to send a shout out to all the real street legends that, listen, man, they was rocking them gold chains that was so big, it'd make Wu-Tang jealous. Them brothers was rocking chains that was so huge. Like, there's I had a relative that drowned because of his chain when he got pulled over.
Wow.
Before the turnpike, they used to just call it Alligator Alley. Pulled over on Alligator Alley to run from the police. Like, where you gonna run? And he ran into the swamps. You know what I'm saying? Gunfight, all that. And the chain was so heavy, he forgot to take it off in the adrenaline rush and drowned in the Everglades, in the swamp.
Damn, man. Right? You know, Slick Rick was an example of that, man. Slick Rick was an example of that.
Shut up about it. I'm going to say this and shut up about it. That's really when, when the little youngins used to start to you know what I'm saying, like take their hat off and say, oh, all right, these dudes are serious. And I want to send a shout out to that generation of, you know what I'm saying, you know, those guys, man, that came out. And I knows who they are. I know who we want to send a shout out to them because they really did like push to earn a place at the table. You know, and I'm gonna shut up about that.
Well, listen, I'm gonna get Cali Ranks on here, Shinehead. You and Canibus, give me 1 second. But listen, man, I definitely want to talk about that culture. And then in between here, I want to talk to you, Shinehead, you and Canibus. But I want you to address this, Shinehead. I want to talk about the difference in what people consider reggae music, dance hall, you know what I mean, from Bob Marley on. So I'd like to come back to that. But let me see, man, if I can get Cali Ranks on the line. You guys give me 1 second here, and let's see. Cali Ranks.
Yo.
Cali Ranks, man. This legendary man as well, reggae artist, man. Cali Ranks of Femi Music, man. Lots of new signings, lots of things going on over there. Shout out to Jinx and Charlie Maines and Stephanie Atler. Welcome to the show, bro. I know you want to talk to the man iconic here, man. You know what I mean? Shinehead, man. The mic is yours, bro.
Yo, Shine. Yo, bless up, my brother. Me know some talk to you the other night, but me just do want to chime in for a quick second, bro, and let the ear know, say, yo, see a man like this, man, we got to show love and respect because it's him, it's people like him, how I developed my idea to become what I became. You know, not like I'm big or nothing like that. Just I say, the little idea for me try. The same route he took, like, you know, the sound system coming up through New York system is the same. I almost use his blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Except I didn't have Shinehead intelligence. I'm going to admit that. This man is one of the most intelligent men to have grabbed the mic, what we say, as an island man. This man is, yo, you can listen to him linguistic. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Shine, just want to chime in, man. Yo, brethren, not tell a star. You have to do something with me now.
No problem, Charlie.
Tell him, Charlie. Charlie, tell him over the field, man. I see the man on the TV, man. I say, yo, the man.
Yo, let me give you a joke. Me have a house in New York, having a Brooklyn one day. And a girl run coming out the blood cast on me liquor. Me about 13, 14. See? And a girl run coming out the house and say, yo, a BMW just passed with shining light. And the whole blood clot house tear out. Me tell you something, Star. You was something, bro. When you come out with don't give me that, don't give me that, don't give me that. Me no want no crack. And when you come, yo, Bridget, let me tell you something. Yo, you know the excellent. Yo, man, tell us, yo.
Man.
Yo, man, you was the first, man. You was first, bro. No, bro, you made us believe that dreams are possible, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a youth that just come from Jamaica. And you know what I said, I love rap music when I first hear rap music, but when I come to Brooklyn and hear a yard man on the blood clot mic, I go on so, you know what I say, it inspire me. You feel me? And you have to know it's a star. You know, man, a real thing, man, you have to know, man, it's people like you, man. You know what I say, why we still doing what we do, my brother. And much love and respect for you, man. You know what I'm saying? And we listening out for the stuff you bringing, man. And hopefully we could combine something, you know what I mean?
No problem. Allow me, please, to bounce off some of that love and respect to the man called Screechy Dan. Hold on. And a man called Ray Darwin, because I just 3 mad people out of New York. We triplets like that, you heard? Mad same way, you heard?
Trust, man, no, man. Yo, not to cut you. Yeah, man, big up to Don One and VP, the whole of them, man. But yo, Mama Lulu's me used to hang out with Badu and the whole of them in a shine.
Yeah, I was there. I was right there.
Sluggy. Then I tell you, man, youth monks on up star. I used to sew on the slide, man. You see me? Yo, inspiration, man.
So I have, so listen to this, fellas. Listen to this, fellas. I have, you are on bumpthatradio.com with the bad boy Good Talk. You are on the Canibus Show. This is every Sunday, 12 to 2. Lord knows this may not happen again, man, but today we have the iconic Shinehead on here, man. So, you know, that's the blessings coming back. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions. I'm going to ask a question, and I want to start with Shinehead, but I have 3 authentic Jamaican brothers on here. Let's keep it real, right? On Bump That Radio. And I want to straighten out a few things, you know what I mean? For my people as well, and for people that don't know. So first question to you guys is, man, and we can do this systematically however you want to do it, but I would like to start with Shinehead. The first question that I have for you, man, is what was the first song, or what was it that made you say, I'm going to crossroad reggae and rap? What was it? What made you have the feeling for rap coming from where you came from to integrate that into the culture?
Well, as a kid, as a little boy in 1971, well, first of all, I was born in London and then went to Jamaica September 1967. And then in 1971, I went to Kingston because we used to live in the bushes in St. Thomas. We went to Kingston, met Uncle Winston, who had Soul King Disco. And I got to see the Temptations, Jackson 5 albums, all those stuff, along with the Gregory Isaacs and Wailers. And I got to saw all the albums because he had a sound system. So as a child, I retained all this musical data because I'm a child, and it's easier because, child brain is more flexible. So it was easier for me because I was looking for something to hold on to and find my identity. I found it in these records when I saw the sound system and met my uncle. And so I went back to the countryside with this in mind, and I never forgot it. And I practiced singing in what you would call an orchard, but we call it a walk, a banana walk. That's where I found out I could sing.
Yeah.
See? Also to poignantly answer your question, why I mix the two music is because in roots, I hear funk. And in funk, I hear roots.
Okay.
And there's some funk that makes me want to just talk Jamaican, and there's some roots that just makes me want to rap.
Okay.
It just makes me want to rap. This I can't explain. It probably has to do with the frequencies, the sound frequencies. And let me just reach and say that I think when you like or don't like a music, it's simply because it's trying to recalibrate deep down with your DNA and fix your DNA.
Exactly.
Me mixing the two musics comes from being introduced to both of them at the same time as a child.
Okay.
And I went to my first dance barefoot Christmas 1969 in St. Thomas. It was me and a posse of cousins.
As a barefoot.
Come on, say posse.
Yeah, he put that right in there.
Walking through the bushes, Christmas 1969. Yeah, I helped God make the earth. I was an assistant. That's how old I am.
Nah, man, you're as relevant as the day. Go ahead, Bus.
So for me, like 24 hours after I was chased to a Caymanas sugarcane field by a rolling cat. And I had to draw a circle around myself to protect myself from the rolling calf. And then 24 hours after that, I was eating a rum and raisin ice cream, and I saw Yellow Man at Devon House, right? And then that's when I realized I wanted to do music. And I came to Miami first, then New York, the Bronx. My grandfather's brother, we used to call him Uncle Wilfred, but he was my grandfather's brother, and Uncle Wilfred he had a pirate radio station in the Bronx, if you believe that. And so that's when I really, said, man, this thing, I like how they do this thing, man,
Yeah, Canibus. For those who are not familiar with what a rolling calf is, the Native Americans would give you the equivalent, call it the chupacabra.
Yeah, chupacabra, true.
See, that's what's up.
All right, so my equivalent is rather similar, you know what I'm saying, in a way where I was raised by my great grandmother in off of Stony Hill, Top Mountain Hill, in a Kingston St. Andrew.
Wow.
Yeah, so when they have a butcher shop on a house, and them used to rent out parts of the house, and it so happened to one of the young youth them would rent out one of the room them. Him they have a little sound system named Skippy, a youth named Skippy. And him, every Sunday and Saturday, the man up on the veranda and he must spin every type of music. And me as a youth, always up underneath him. That's when my love for music really start. You know what I'm saying? And I think the transition to rapping it was only natural because just like Shinehead said, when you're exposed to such a variety of music, it's hard to box you in any one love. You know what I mean? So even though my culture is reggae and dancehall, you know what I mean? And that's where my base started. After a while, it was, I kind of saw it like a box. And I wanted to like extend myself, you know, into more music and try, you know, I was no singer. So I know, you know, if I'm going to try something different, it'd have to be something like rapping or so and so. So instead I just rapping, lower my accent and just grab the beats. And that's how I found my style.
Okay, so my next question, you guys, right? My next question, you guys, is because, you know, the record says so, and I want you guys to solidify that. And if anybody has an experience or story with it, let me know. But I do want to pay homage to Kool Herc. And I wanted you guys to tell me, and I will start with Shinehead. I wanted you to tell me when the record says, and where you stand with this, when it says that it started with Kool Herc. What is your thoughts on that? And how did Kool Herc relate and make you guys feel making the moves that he was making?
I was not here when Kool Herc first came out with the sound system. I was back in Jamaica. To my knowledge, hip-hopping started in 73. I was here in 72, and I went back to Jamaica. I came back in 76, and it was on. It was already on. It was already on already because now I'm meeting up with cousins in the Bronx to take a walk to Cedar Park where the Herculoids are playing. Right? They wasn't playing in the center.
The Herculoids. Can I ask you a question, brother, real quick? You know, I want the audience to know. I've never heard it. The Herculoids. I never knew there was a Herculoids. I know about Kool Herc. Tell me the Herculoids. What exactly was that about?
It is Kool Herc and the Herculoids.
Okay. It was a cartoon that had Herculoids, and I think that was the 70s, and Herc did that.
If my memory serves me correctly, I may not remember all the members, but Kool Herc's Herculoids at least consisted of DJ Blackjack. Maybe a Coke La Rock, Doc La Rock.
So when you say that, you're mentioning names now. Can you give me reggae artists that were making move at that time that may not have gotten their flowers, and maybe we can deliver some? You know what I mean? Artists that hey, they were effective in this in this young generation, or some of the old generation just didn't understand how important.
Nobody. Sean was the
nobody yet.
Nobody was doing his style. He was the first.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was the first, dog. Yeah,
nobody yet.
He was
when
the
first doing that. When Herc is doing that in New York,
yeah.
When that's going on, when Herc is cranking up hip hop in New York in the 70s, back in Jamaica, Black Scorpio, Jack Ruby, Stereophonic, King Sturgioff, Gemini running things, Aces running things.
That's above my pay grade, but I'm talking about like hybrids. There were no hybrids at that time.
No hybrids yet. No hybrids.
Only Stein. I mean, right, Kelly? Stein one.
He's the first one I saw do it, bro.
Yeah, I was on first.
That's what I need. That's what I need, Canibus. So I want you guys, man. I want it on this record right here. I want it exclusive. I want the understanding, and I got the people I need to do it. So explain to us the difference in what everyone today is calling reggae, dance hall. You know, explain to me the culture. Take me through the culture, what it means.
So real quick, and then I want Sean to go ahead and pontificate. But look, the hybrid, when I say hybrid, I mean Shine could DJ on like chat on the mic. I don't mean DJ like spin records. He could do that too, but I mean chat on the mic. And people from the islands know what I'm saying when I mean that. Plus, he could rap. You see what I'm saying? He could do both. And he could interchange like live on command. And so, you know, and that didn't happen. No one could do that until decades later. Like when I started traveling and going overseas, I realized that like rap started in America, but in the ghettos of America. You know what I mean? East Coast and West Coast. But and down south, because we can't forget, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Luke, the True Live Crew. But when I started traveling, going to like Europe, then I realized that even though we started rap over here, that the best rapper most likely was from Europe because they could speak, you know, whatever their native language was, you know, any part of Europe and English. You see what I'm trying to say? That's when I realized, like, hold up, man, they're multilingual. So I just want to, like, but Shine was the first from Jamaica though that was a hybrid, and you heard the year, he said 73. All right, so I'm gonna shut up about that.
So Shinehead, man, take me through the difference, man. I mean, if I was someone that didn't know, tell me what is the culture.
The rhyming took off in New York City, but it is because of Kool Herc, who is Jamaican, why there is hip hop. Because on the reggae sound systems, you had the chanta, and he would spice up the dance and send shout-outs to people and read out flyers and whatnot. Now, all of this is going back before me to a blueprint called Daddy U Roy. See?
Okay.
And before there was a Daddy U Roy, there was a King Stitch and a Count Machuki who Daddy U Roy looked up to. Now, you go the other way.
A Stitchy out top.
No, that's
King Stitch. Oh. Nah, King Stitch.
Oh,
King Stitch.
Great
now, when you splice the atom or when you splice the DNA, I think we were sent a Daddy Roy because of a James Brown.
Right. Wow.
Wow, Chica Bowers, I don't really didn't even say, hey, can I get me do my thing? Okay, notice the similarity.
Yes.
That's what's up.
It was James Brown before there was a Daddy Roy. Ain't nobody peeping that. I'm peeping that.
Okay.
See? And from Daddy Roy, you get the rest of us. Whether you're a American hip-hop MC or whether you're a dancehall reggae DJ. Now, in answer to the question about this reggae confusion here, dancehall is merely a venue. Reggae should encompass every strain of what comes out of Jamaica or everyone who gravitates to what is known as reggae music, whether it has a one-drop chicky boom tempo or whether it goes boom, 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 boom.
Facts.
That's all reggae. This misdifferentiation is inextricably misleading. Ain't no such thing as, the dance hall is merely the place where you go to hear the music and enjoy yourself, yo. That's where everybody went wrong.
Yeah.
It's all reggae. But also, there is the politics where you want to distance yourself from reggae because you got a feeling that it ain't selling. And maybe you drop your scruples. Maybe you drop your scruples notches a little lower. So now you're just about more flexible to do anything, moral or immoral, to get where you want to go for money's sake.
Right.
So you call it something else out of your own guilt, out of your own denial and your denial.
Okay. You know, I had to ask that question, man, because, you know, me and Candace, we talk a lot. Cali Ranks, we talk a lot. But, you know, there are so many people, man, that have an opinion, and I wanted to get to the gist of that, because me myself, I can't say that I culturally understand why it went from, you know, when I was thinking reggae, man, I'm over here with Bob Marley, you know what I mean? I actually deal with Peter Tosh's family. Shout out to Peter Tosh, you know what I mean? There's a lot of his family, you know, we talk back and forth. Shout out to Melanie Cunningham, you know what I mean? And you know, his son, believe it or not, his son, when I got out of prison, I was going to see him because of the incident. You know, in New York, he had got hit while he was on the phone by a deranged dude. So I would go and see his son. I still have the gloves here because I put them in plastic with Latia LaRock, which is baby's mom's, you know, and we still be in communication. And when I got home, because when I was doing my magazine and all that stuff, and Latia was part of my albums and whatever I was doing inside. And, you know, I got a chance to go see him while he was in the coma. We lost him recently, may he rest in peace. But the ironic part, and Latia LaRock will attest to this, God has a funny way with me. He had not, you know, moved and done anything. She brought me there, and I was sitting there, man, and I started praying with him and talking with him about something, whispering in his ear, and he opened his eyes, man. And Latia got up and she was like, wow, he opened his eyes. And, you know, that is never going to leave me. You know what I mean? To be coming somewhere, and that's never going to leave me. And so I was just wanted to give that shout out, man, to Peter Tosh and the family and the Melanie, and, you know, to
Tosh.
Yes, definitely to Tosh. Definitely. Listen. That brother was a good brother, man, and I have some of his music because we're going to try to bring that forth, you know what I mean? And, you know, I would say, Shinehead, I would love to put you in touch with them, man, maybe to, you know, look at some of his music and add to that, bro, because he deserves that. You know what I mean? He deserves that. His music just sitting there.
No problem.
Well, I'll definitely be talking to them about that, because he has music that's sitting there, man, and you know, this is Peter Tosh's son, and the brother was good and is good, and I just believe somebody should come and help mess with this music, man, and you know what I mean, and add to that so we can bring that out. I would love to be a part of that project.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Love that, man. So go ahead, Bus.
I'm saying that's dope. Oh, go ahead, Canibus.
No, I was listening to y'all. I was listening to you.
Yeah. So now I want to take this a little deeper, man. I want to take this a little deeper.
Callie didn't say what the difference was to him, though.
Oh, well then definitely let's get that, Callie. Let's get to that. See, that's why Bus being Bus are co-hosting here.
Well, it's basically Shinehead broke it down, like the history of it. You know what I mean? The only thing I would interject is Toots and the Maytals, you know what I'm saying, paving the way for reggae itself in like Britain, you know what I'm saying, where they opened doors to the Rolling Stones, because the Rolling Stones looked at them and said, yo, they got something, and formed something off of it, you know, in that sense. But yeah, man, dancehall and the interchange and the names that he said, yes, it's because of guilt. You know what I'm saying? Because I myself have been guilty of that, to where I'm back to my base. Like, my core is back to, even though sometimes I might not use dancehall beat, I try to keep my accent so there's no, you know what I'm saying, wondering, because I'm not really a rapper. You know what I mean? He's a DJ, so I try to bring that DJ style to rap beats. You feel me? Like, if you know to Kill Them All, the whole, you know, I got signed just spitting my accent. Whenever I change up nothing, you know what I say? So I do understand what he's saying, and it's just facts. You got to hold on to yourself or you're going to lose something. And Shinehead is versatile in the sense that he has, like, all skills. He's a triple threat. You know what I'm saying? The man will sing. In fact, 4 quadruple threat, because if I got shot, just like a yardie on a dancehall beat, then he'll sing on any beat, reggae, you know what I'm saying, whether it be R&B, then he'll turn around and rap. And in its time, for the caliber skills that he brought, you know what I'm saying, just like Canibus mentioned, you know, being English and mastering the language of English itself helps a rapper, because then your vocabulary is on that level where, you know, you're not running out of words. You know, you're not to that ABC shit. You feel me? So, yeah, man, it's facts. I agree with everything they said.
Okay.
Give thanks, Callie.
Yeah, man, real things, man.
So here's a very important question, right? You know, and give me no crack. That give me no crack. That right there, man. 1988, you did the give me no crack, right? And you know that crack ever was real heavy. What brought you to that? Shinehead?
I used to live near Westchester Avenue, off of Rosedale in the Bronx, off of the Cross Bronx Expressway. And there was a crew called the Alibaba. And them and myself were reputed for raising a few young'uns off of the block who call me these days. But the thing is, back in the day, in the crack days, some of the crew fell prey to the very crack they were selling. So in the crew, they had jokes on each other. And dudes would come out the building singing stuff like, it's a cold and rainy Sunday morning, because he know his man just hit something and cannot control himself, instead of trying to get him off it. See? So they sling in and end up getting hooked on it. You following me here?
Following you totally.
Not just that. Plus, I get to know them, they get to know me. Plus, the antics is going to go up. But aside from that, I live directly around the corner from the building where Amadou Diallo got killed. So it ain't so funny, you know? It ain't so funny, you know?
Right.
But Jamaican cats take serious thing make joke.
Yeah, real things.
So I'm around the corner from that, and then they up the block living what they living. Know what I mean? I'm in between all this, so that comes out.
That was dope, man. Give me no crack. You know what I mean? Y'all should check that out, man, as well as Let Them In. Now, Shinehead, I wanna, you know, there's so much, bro, from you, right? There's so much done. There's so much accomplished, man. I mean, what do I say, right? Go ahead.
Give thanks. This don't even feel like an interview. And from the start of the phone call, I'm digging all the many themes you went through and reasons why, and we're following it. And I love the journey you're taking us on. Thank you very much.
Oh, no, bro. It's our pleasure here at BumpThatRadio.com, man. I can exclusively say that me and P.O. and Canibus, man, I'm sure Cali and everybody else listening, man, understand the honor of this day. It is.
Let me publicly thank Canibus for all of this. This jump off right here.
Yes. Shout out to Canibus. I had some clapping sounds, Canibus, but I lost them. You know what I'm saying? So I'll do it myself.
Yeah, man.
I'll do it myself. You know. So I wanna, as we go out, man. You know, before we get ready to go out, man, we got a good nice 10 minutes or more, man. If you can bear with us, Shinehead. One of the things I wanted to talk to about is this generation, right? Any generation, what happened to our music and the way that they deal with these labels. Now, you were on Electric Records, right? Was that the first time you signed to a label?
Yes, that was the first time I was ever signed to a label. I was with African Love, and African Love took me to Elektra.
Okay, so I would like you guys, if you could, man, in brief, each one of you, to really tell me from you what you would say to the young artists today that are going through label experiences, and this would be exclusive because it's coming from you three guys. What advice would you give them today to really deal with this industry? Shinehead, and then Canibus, and then Cali Ranks, definitely.
Learn the rules, learn the legal rules, ins and outs, and loopholes of the music business. Fund yourself. While learning, it's better to fund yourself and have the knowledge, because a record deal is not for you to go party out the money. That's got to be paid back by recoup and profit. So it's a gentleman's gamble. So you may owe, or they may want to talk to you again for another album. During all this, as an artist, as whomever in whatever walk of life, never go away. Never go away.
Are you all hearing that? Are you all hearing that? Never go away. That was my motto coming out here. Never go away.
Hey, but look, when a Jamaican get mad and say, "What?"
Yeah, that's called the boof. That's called the boof. See, I got a few of those. Matter of fact, in the banana orchard back in '69, before I got the forward, I got the boof. Because they 12, 13 talking teenager stuff. I'm just about 7, 8. I just want to be a part of the social group. I say, hey, man, can I sing, move from here, man. Move.
Good.
Let me tell you something, though. When I slid back in the banana leaves and I said, oh, baby, give me one more chance.
You got about 5 seconds. You got about 5 seconds to do it. You see somebody leaning to pick up that rock stone. You got about 3 seconds, man.
Right? For real.
You crazy, Bus. You got 3 seconds, huh? So Canibus, man, tell us the same.
They leaning to get the rock stone. They like pelt you with some stones, man. You got like 2 seconds.
But you see when he broke out with Mike. Did you listen to his Billie Jean piece?
Yeah, he's the.
Come on, man. Y'all got. I do the homework, man. I do the homework, man.
This is Shinehead from Picnic, man. The man sick, man.
Yes, yes.
Sick, sick, man.
So, Bus.
I still have the fire.
So, Bus, follow up, Bus, and brief, man, and tell them what you would say. I want them to hear it so they've heard it from 3 views, and I'm saying, hey, we provided you the information. That's what I try to do here. Canibus, what do you say about that?
And the question was, because I heard John was saying, don't go away. Okay, so what I say about the industry is, you got to pray, man. You got to pray. You got to have a spiritual side to you. You have to pretty much pray for protection. And I'm not, because see, it's all good. You got your folks, and they gonna hold you down, and they gonna catch that case for you and all that craziness, man. Because we came up around all of that, and I'm telling you, without God in your life, man, you done. You're not gonna make it, because I wanted to bring the Godfather on the show today because as well as Darrell being a triple OG, Sean has been there and seen a lot of what the game has to offer, and they'll tell you, without God in your life, man, you're done, man, because you can't just rely on human powers alone. You ain't gonna make it, man.
All the sufferers know this. All the sufferers know this. Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
So that's my number one tenet for being in the rap. As far as I know, a rap, man, you got to be able to have some kind of spiritual connection, to pray for protection, pray for guidance. Because you're gonna face things. Yeah, you're gonna face things that you don't have an answer, and you're gonna face it. And money ain't gonna solve everything.
Money ain't gonna solve much of anything, because money has a way of devaluing itself, right? Money is the number one thing people forget. You know what I mean? This is the funny part about money. It's the only thing, man, that you have. It's really about other people, because it only serves the purpose of purchasing, right? You understand that? The exchange is purchase. It's not giving, it's purchasing. It's set up to run that way, right? It's a real odd commodity, because it depreciates so quick. It's just like buying a new Bentley today. You know what I mean? You might put 300 bands on it or whatever they're going for, million. And then tomorrow, that thing's worth what, like $500,000? You know what I'm saying? Or something crazy, right?
Brothers, behold, verily, verily, I say unto thee, heed the words of Mike Tyson. I'm going to shut up about that.
That's another triple OG.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Tyson, man. We got to get him on here. Yeah, man, that, whew, damn. I'm taking in what you're saying.
The words of Mike Tyson. Verily, I say unto thee.
You heard that, right? Yeah, and you heard that. Listen, Cali, what would you tell our artists today, man? You have new artists on this label. You know what I mean? Yeah. And on a Femi, man. And what would you tell an artist today?
First of all, I second what Shinehead and Canibus said about, never going away. That's basically sums up as, make sure you keep that belief in yourself. You know what I mean? And Canibus say, be spiritually grounded, because if you're not, you know what I'm saying, the entertainment business tend to be like a damn runaway river, and you will get swept away, you know what I mean? So you have to always be careful. And in third, you know what I mean, you got to be careful of the people that you surround yourself with, because you could bring yourself down easily by bringing the wrong people around you, you know what I'm saying? So you always choose your people carefully. I myself, I've been through a lot in the back in the day. Now I'm fortunate to have like Canibus, you know, I have like Darrell. You know, me and Darrell don't speak enough now because I've been so busy. He probably mad at me, but I always love him. So, you know, he can reach me.
Not at all. Not at all, man. Not at all.
But you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep the people around you that you could trust, because like I said, people could bring you down, you know what I mean? So you keep your circle small, you know what I'm saying? You keep your spiritually self-grounded. Keep your faith in yourself, you know what I mean? And just, you know, try to always, you know the business for one, and study the past so you know where you're going, you know what I mean? And you'll be all right, you know what I mean?
So a message to our people, Shinehead. I want to use a word, right? I want to use 2 words, right? And I would love for you to comment on this as we go out, man. I'm at 152, and you know, if necessary, man, I go over. But whatever, man, I don't want to give it up, but I understand what you got to do, and I want to get that in as well. But just this word here, man. These 2 words. Loyalty and culture. I use these 2 words for one reason, because I understand my culture, but I don't understand my culture's loyalty to each other. There has been a lack of loyalty. Me, I have test runs for loyalty. I do things and then I say, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. And then I watch for the loyalty of it. What can you tell us to maybe wake us up, Shinehead, to the idea of embracing the idea that loyalty to each other is going to matter? It's how they got on the White House, and we'll get back there again.
Hey, I have simple everyday examples of loyalty, and I'm loyal to DJ Popolo, the Butterfly, and she's loyal to me. Now, I see another piece of loyalty. Give thanks. I see another piece of loyalty confirmed, because this 20 years in Canibus did not have to look for me. Right? Just like he said I did stuff that I didn't have to. He had a show. He had a show with KRS and Rakim, big show. He didn't have to come look for little old me, but he did. There goes loyalty for you again. See,
I'm a song the bugle, man. Loyalty
and trust are the greatest riches.
Yeah.
Are the greatest riches. And I literally live by it and make a living from loyalty and trust. It works. It has worked for me for 42 years. What I got to say about loyalty. Loyalty do not go away. First of all, be loyal to yourself, but be true. Right. Don't lie to yourself. That's not loyalty. That's denial in your denial.
Right.
And then you be loyal and true to others, and you will see that it works. I tried it. I speak from experience.
And it works. I wish they understood it works. Go ahead, Bus.
For me, loyalty is it's Top Gun 2, man. It's Top Gun 2. It's loyalty, man. When everybody out there who's seen it, they know them parts, man. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Go. That's the loyalty, man. Showed up, did the exercise by itself to show it could be done. And from that, you gain respect through that kind of integrity. You got to show it. You got to show the loyalty to get the respect.
Right.
Shut up about that.
Yes, sir.
Canibus was out here and needed to make a few moves. When you come to big California, you get the selfish mentality and you're in your own bubble. And then when your friend call you, who you haven't seen in 100 years, you be like, oh, man, I had a busy schedule today. See, I couldn't run that on him. My loyalty was tested. So I went and got him. Yeah,
man, take me to go get my rice and peas. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you found it?
Yeah, in Inglewood. They didn't have the king fish, but they had stewed chicken. I took what I could get.
Now, the biggest loyalty I've seen so far is the loyalty to righteousness demonstrated by one Mr. Darrell Jones, who has managed to maintain his sanity and his dignity and can still stand up like a normal human being and do even greater things than those never persecuted.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
21 counter salute, man. 21 counter salute.
God has got his hands on him. Yeah.
When some of the triple OGs get to a place called Seaview Gardens, man, they get a 21 cannon salute. They know who they are.
Yeah, man.
Much respect. Much respect. The
and they didn't break you.
No, we that part right there. Now I'll speak for myself on that and definitely say, yeah, that was the goal, right? That was their goal. That was the only goal. That was the only goal they had, was to say, when we send you back to your people, you're gonna be a detriment to them. We're gonna work on that, and that ain't gonna happen. I wanted to say
the name of the song is Unbroken. Hold that. I'm gonna shut up about it.
Oh, no. I'm going to hold that, too. Y'all going to be hearing that. You heard? If I have to do every song Unbroken until we get to the one where y'all understand it, I wasn't, to be honest, man, I'm in my mode, man. I will spend tonight, man. I was definitely thinking about the rebroadcast. I ain't been out. It's been 85 degrees daily up here, and I've been in the office, right? But nonetheless, let me say this. And I really want to say this, man. I want you to know, Shinehead, when I was away, right, I lost my brother, and that's in August. August is one of my hardest months, no matter how I do it. You know what I mean? And that's something, Canibus, we're going to talk about, because the show, Canibus and Cali have a show on the 27th, right? When I looked at the date and I went, well, we talked about that, but they don't know. That was the hardest time of my life. In prison, believe it or not, somehow every August I end up in the hole. It was a mental thing, because I lost my brother, man, and I lost my grandmother that raised me, and I'm sitting in prison. I couldn't go to their funeral, and I don't know, man, I just couldn't control August, and it wasn't until recently coming out here that I'm getting a grip on it. And when I saw that the show was on that day, I was saying to myself, wow, little do anybody know this is where my grandmother died. You know what I mean? And it's a day I don't play with, and I'm like, let me grab them and bring them to the house rather than me even being there. That's a long story, right? Because those are traumatic times. I don't get that back. I can't touch it. What we have on here today, you're on bumpthatradio.com with the bad boy of good talk, aka the Strategist. For the last 2 hours, we've been here, man, with the iconic, legendary, and if I can look up some more words, man, Shinehead. You know what I mean? Authenticator of what I'm trying to talk about when I'm talking reggae and hip hop. Shinehead, you still there? Cali Ranks, you still there? Canibus, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, we got the entire squad back here. So I wanted to say where we were just at while we were doing this, is that Shinehead, when I lost my grandmother, and that's where I was, and my brother, and then I end up in 2005 losing my son. Of course, this is all violence, you know what I mean? And I lost my son. It is not often that my heart or my mind tells me out here that I can focus on what someone would call an OG. There were many people. I got to be with Nipsey, man. I got to be with DMX. God bless, you know what I mean? Rakim, Canibus. I got to be Life. Everybody that I said I want to be around. I was on stage over here with Nipsey. I did all this, right? God opened the door for me to get to people that the rest of the people don't even know, never met, never heard a word, right? And I said he gave me the opportunity to be right in the midst of that. But what I realized was when I looked around to what I once thought was the OGs, I'm watching them play out on the internet, and I'm going, wow, if the dudes in prison know what I know now about whose books we in here reading and what we think of the OGs out there holding it down, it is not true. When I can have a man, let me put it this way, a man that I can sit and say, I can learn from, I'm having experience from, and that I understand, that's different in my life, man. And I just want to not only give you your flowers now, man, I want to give you everything, the flower shop, if I can. You dig what I'm saying? Because I honor you for that, brother. Man. I honor you for that. And I hope, man, that, I'm paying homage to you in this interview. I'm doing the best I can. This is new to me. You know what I mean? And I don't consider myself a DJ or none of that, man. But I do honor your being here on this day in my life, to be able to do this. It's an honor for me, my family.
Too, man.
Yeah, man.
My
Honor is
attitude,
deserved.
man.
The honor is
Thank
deserved.
y'all, thank y'all very much, man. It feels so good. Thank y'all very much. I'm
Yes.
smiling ear to ear. I'm 4.5 right now.
It's
Oh,
real.
man.
It's real. It's
I love
real.
that, my brother. I love that. And my man P.O. would love that, man. You know, this is a black-owned radio station. I partnered up with my man, but my man built this. You understand that? Black-owned, man. And to have you on that, man, knowing that. You understand that? To have you on here, man, in our birth and our infancy, man, and preparing, man, to just throw our crown on, because we throw our crown on early, man, and youth. We ain't got no time to wait. We got to do like the Pharaoh and them, right? You know what I mean?
You in Boston, right? You in Boston, right?
Well, I'm further out than Boston, man. I'm down by Connecticut that way, you know, right now. But, you know, I'm Boston, Chicago. Yeah. So, you know, and in fact, believe it or not, man, yesterday, DJ Cool Red Alert did a party, man, for my man. I'm an investor over there, man. He did it. We did it a few times. So I've been with him over here in Connecticut, man. Shout out to Big Darius. You know what I mean? And
hey, I'd like to make a shout out to Ghetto Lion, Singapore Kane, Stitchy Don, King Ellie, and Prayer. August 13th, Central Park. You heard?
Oh,
okay.
Yes. So that's what I want to do. I want to get the lineup real quick, man. And Canibus, you know, he'll definitely go into whatever he want to go into before you go. But, you know, tell us again about what you're doing now, where we can find your music, and this show that you have going on. Can you take me down that?
Kingston 1255 Hi-Fi does 4:20 p.m. till midnight in downtown Los Angeles, 18th and Main, every Sunday. Other than that, I'm still Shinehead the artist. When called, I do put on cape and mask, and, you know, still available for appearances. There has been the latest and greatest of events that has come upon the high seas, risen on the high seas, known as the Jamrock Cruise, which we've been a part of ever since its inception.
Which is dope.
Yes, I. It's like a reggae Never Land. And next August 13th coming up, I'll be in Central Park with Wayne Wonder, Jazzy Joyce, Peter Panic, Lady G.
Wow,
Yeah,
bro. You said that, Shinehead, right? And I think, man, if I can get an invite, I think I would come to that. You know why? Because look at where everything is falling at. August 13th. Right. August 13th is the day when I told you my grandmother and my brother were in the same hospital and died 2 weeks apart, and they were both in the hospital during the whole time. August 13th is his day. Isn't that something, man? That's the day. That's why August is so hard for me, man. Wow.
Yeah, may they rest in peace and rise in power. I don't know how you do it. There was one more name I didn't say for that day. Slick Rick the Ruler.
Oh, now check that out. August 13th.
Yeah.
Run. Hold on. I got something for that, man. Listen, I told y'all I ain't no DJ, but I be working on my little equipment, right? Hold on. Let me play this right here, man. See if this work for y'all. Let me see if this work for y'all.
You're not tuned. Pull it up again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, I'm working on it, man. Right? Yeah, listen. Pull that up again, man.
Yeah,
if they're not sure, pull it up again.
Your team.
August 13th. Peter Panic, Jazzy Joyce, Lady G, Red Fox, Shinehead, Wayne Wonder, Slick Rick the Ruler.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, Shinehead, man. I told you, man, the lover of reggae. Let me be clear, right? My educator. Let me put it this way. My educator on this interview, meaning understanding things I did not understand, right? Is Peapod. Yeah. Peapod, she is the original reggae head, right? Man, can you give her, man, I will bring her person. Can you give her an invite to that? Can you let her hear that out there? I would love to bring her to that, bro. I would love to bring her to meet you there.
If she's in New York City and we're going to be there, that's not a problem. Never mind, the concert's free anyway. Never mind that. Yeah.
Yeah. Not even thinking about. Yes, sir.
P-Pod in the dreams.
P-Pod, there you go.
Oh,
You listen.
Hey, this is an APB for P-Pod. Central Park, August 13th. Link up with Shinehead. Whoa, hey.
Oh, P-Pod. P-Pod.
Instructed us.
Listen, we go. Nah, that's the trip, bro. That's the trip. I ain't went nowhere. I ain't been on my vacay for the summer. I literally haven't done none of that. I was trying to get Bus. Well, not trying to get him. He always trying to get me on the boat. So trying to get us to go on a cruise because that was something I didn't do too, right? Maybe you'll come because I wanted to go on a cruise, man, with a couple of fellas because I'd never been on a cruise. But I don't be trusting that water out there. And Bus is a captain of his boat, so I'm hoping, man, he know all the saving me techniques, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, I love that, bro. I believe, let me officially say here, I don't give a damn. That's my brother's day, and I need to bring some joy into that day instead of always seeing it as the loss. So P-Pod, we going to this. We going to this. So listen, now, what are the platforms that they can go and really hear Shinehead today?
Shinehead is on Instagram, Facebook, Rise and Shine, and also with Kingston 12 Hi-Fi with Butterfly. And our website is kingston12hifi.com. We are also on YouTube, kingston12hifi.com. And I think we're on Twitter also.
Okay, dope. You heard that. Go ahead.
Everything can be found at kingston12hifi.com. Everything can be taken from there. Kingston12hifi.com.
Kingston 12. Okay, got it. You guys got that? Listen. I am talking to this little black boy here, man, that, you know, the world took, man, and threw me wherever they were trying to do with me, man. And today, this is to all my innocent brothers and sisters out there that have done the time like I've done. Shout out to the 3 brothers that just got out days ago after doing over 25 years or so, man, more than that, I believe, in New York for that subway incident. 3 brothers innocently came home. And at the same time, I hate to say, we lost 2 brothers last week. I dedicated my show last Sunday to them. Shout out to Ray Champagne, bro. I still feel you, man. Ride on. And to Sean Drumgo, because these were 2 innocent brothers. Ray did over 41 years, right? And Sean did 14, and both of my brothers died days apart. So we don't get long out here, and you know, I had to express that. But for you brothers, let me just say, you brothers, period, man. It is hope for us. Do you all understand? I want to have you come on the platform as well and talk to these innocent brothers because they hear it. You know what I mean? Through their girls, they jump on the prison phones, and I do shows, and I would love to have you back for that, Shinehead, because they would love to hear from real people, even bring you in. That's one of the things with Canibus, because my intent is to bring him into the prison because I needed hope, and now, you know, I'm trying to provide them that hope. So having you on here, and I want all my brothers, innocent sisters and brothers in this country to know we can make it out of there, and then we can make it where we want to be further than what we saw in there. That's a fact. This is living proof of it right here. You know what I mean? I honor all 3 of you for joining on this show. As we get ready to say good afternoon, man, and you're getting ready to go for your show, tell them one more time where they can find you today, to all the listeners that are listening on that side. Shout out to Chicago, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, New York, you know what I mean, Boston, what's up? All of the platforms that we deal with and the people that we enjoy and our people. Tell us about where they can see you today, because there's going to be people wanting to see you.
Just tell the people them, let's tell the people them where I got that next time. You know what I'm saying? Like we move like the president, man. You have to just protect the principle. You know?
Seeing.
Yeah, no.
Well, live and scandalous Los Angeles in a few hours. We gonna string up the sound and fly the shut on 18th and Main, and the social platforms that we're gonna be broadcasting on is Kingston 12 TV on the YouTube channel. We will be on Facebook Live. We'll be on Instagram Live and possibly Twitter Live.
Where can they find the live? I want my people to watch this on live and pay attention. So where would they go to say, I'm going to tune into this show? The show starts about what time?
7:20 East Coast time.
Okay, 7:20 East Coast time. We on that. That's and so where again can we go watch the lives?
Kingston 12 TV on YouTube.
Okay.
And DJ Popolo Butterfly on Instagram. And Kingston 12 on Facebook. Kingston 12 also on Instagram. That's where we'll be.
And that's what's up, man. Today, Canibus, you can take us out if you have anything else to add, brother. But I just want to say, man, respect. I got from Cali Ranks respect, and I get respect.
I want to thank you, Darrell. You definitely, you're the figurehead. You do all the behind the scenes work. You and Peapod, y'all get it popping.
Peapod,
right?
yes,
that's right. Y'all get it popping, and so I just want to let Cali do the outro and send us out of here and love like a legacy. Shout out to the big triple OGs out there. I got two of them with me right now. That's Shinehead and Darrell Jones, aka the Bad Boy Good Talk. And Cali going to be good out the control.
Yes. And Cali, right before you do that, right before you break us down and send us out, because we're gonna let Cali Ranks, man. Cali Ranks will be ending the show today, right? But Shinehead, I'm gonna end the show playing your song Strive. Can you just, because that's what fits the moment for me, Strive. Can you just tell us about Strive, just in brief, so when they hear the song, they understand?
Strive was a clear moment of being conscious, but also being very broke. And that is a song that I wrote out of the clarity that I got in my father's house. When me and my dad used to live together, I lived with my dad on 214th on Bronxwood in the Bronx. So I wrote that because of some evolving maturities was going on with me, and plus there was some straight brokenness, no money, but you still gotta keep on and never go away.
I
got to writing about my situation, and then that rhythm track, it is a rendition of "My Heart Is Gone" from John Holt's "My Heart Is Gone" on the Treasure Isle label. And it was redone by Steely and Clevie.
Wicked.
Yeah. Respect. Listen, man, this has been a pleasure. Cali Ranks will be taking us out today. And Cali Ranks, man, I'm gonna put this on here too. Nobody else is gonna know where this is coming from but me and Cali. But Afemi East, Afemi Boston, Afemi over here on the East, man. Cali Ranks once told y'all, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So anyway, right? Cali Ranks, man, take us out, man, as we pay homage, and we don't just give flowers, man. You know what I mean? I said flower shops, man. So call up all the flower shops, just get them all. We want you to have them now, man. They're iconic, legendary Shinehead on bumpthatradio.com, the Canibus Show with the Bad Boy Good Talk. He is here. He has given us the pleasure over 2 hours of his time. And this is where the vanguard stood for us to be where we are. Respect, homage, and from Bump That Radio and the Bump That Radio family, and particularly from me and P.O., the man that started this, I know P.O. would feel this, and he understands this clearly, and he's got love for it, man. We want you to know, man, that you elevate us over here today. You know what I mean? Elevation.
Thank you so much.
You elevate us today, bro.
Thank you so much. That's so empowering. Give thanks for the energy. Likewise, man. It was my honor too, man.
Respect, man.
All of
the
y'all.
legendary Shinehead on a show with a man that was gone forever, with Canibus, with Cali Ranks. What are they talking about? What are they talking about?
Big up.
They don't got the power to break nobody over here. None of us. Look at us. Every one of us. We're the ones, man, that need to find the other ones so we can make that one move we need to make. That's a fact. It's all you, Cali. It's all you. I'm quiet, man. BumpThatRadio.com, Cali Rank. Take us out.
Real quick. Yo, man, give thanks to Darrell, man. God has blessed you, man, put you in a position, man, where you can open doors like this and shit, you know what I'm saying, for us to bring back, like, the iconic to hear his voice on a radio station, like, right now, where we need voices like his, you know what I mean? Because I know he was there with the sound thing and everything, but God know if Canibus never got draft him, we don't know if we find Shinehead right now, star, because, you know what I mean? We don't know where my door, so this is what I go on right now, you know what I'm saying? So, in short term, this is one of the best shows I ever hear from Bump That Blood Clot Radio. Canibus, yo, man, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for letting me be a part of this, man. You know what I'm saying? I agree.
Yes, sir.
Give the flower shop, like you say. You know what I'm saying? Give the whole flower shop. For real.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Cali. Cali, Darrell, Canibus.
Yes, sir.
You know, folks often wonders if the vet still got it or not. Hint, hint, hint.
No, man, God, you have it, man.
Him have it. Yeah. And I got a feeling, hey, Canibus, I got a feeling, and you know me if I'm saying this, right, Cali? So y'all listen to what I'm saying. You're going to know exactly what I'm saying. I got a feeling that they're going to see a show with Shinehead, and I'm going to be behind that. Now, keep your eyes open.
I'm a fan.
You know, you understand? I know that. I know that, man. So y'all get ready, because that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. Listen, thank you, my brother. Respect to you, my brother, and thank you again, man, for changing the tone. That's why I said finding love out here, or finding OGs, or finding something that I need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Finding something that I need. I did that because little do you know, you guys, man, in a odd way, the way God be working with me for these things to fall on these days. I think God is getting ready to lighten up on my August finally. You know what I mean? I got a feeling that he's telling me these are the rewards of those days. Why would it fall on those days? Why would everything fall on those days? You know what I mean? Right. So I honor you, man, and in behalf of my grandmother, my brother, man, and even my son and those that have been lost, man. I appreciate you giving me this money you gave me today. And when I talk about money, I'm trying to tell people the difference of what I learned. I come out here and I can get everything in the world, right? And you can get any settlement down the line. I could have anything else. What I learned in there, where I needed the real money, was in my spiritual account, bro. And I appreciate you making that deposit into my spiritual account today.
Yes, sir. I'm really glad to be of help, yo, in all ways.
Man, enjoy your show today. We are out of here. Last words, Canibus, on the Canibus Show with the Bad Boy Good Talk. You have been on BumpThatRadio.com. We are on tonight, 8 to 12. I made the decision, man. I was going out, but you know what? It's one of the most popular shows. It's Slow Jams, man. If you wasn't there, Shinehead, you would see exactly what I do on that. And I might just do the rebroadcast so you can just hear one of the shows that I think were one of the better shows, right? Because the music, man, me and you, the music, we're gonna talk music, bro. But that Makings of You, go check out Curtis Mayfield's The Makings of You, and then go check out Shinehead's The Making of You, and you'll understand what music is supposed to be and what you're supposed to be saying. That's just that. That's just that.
You get it. Darrell, you get it. You get it.
That's just
Boy, do you get it. God damn, he got it.
I appreciate that.
Yo, brother, yo, Kenny, he understands the madness. He went to rap. He went straight. Yo, Darrell went straight rabbit hole. He understands it very well. Very well. That's why he's carrying on like that. Yes.
I appreciate that, man. Well, I know you got an event to go to. All right, man. Canibus, take us out. Yes, respect, love, man, honor. The one and only Shinehead. Canibus, last word is you, and I'll play this song, Strive by Shinehead, and we're out of here. I'll see you tonight, 8 to 12. Take us there, Canibus, and next you're going to hear Strive by Shinehead, man.
Honor, Father God, we want to thank you for love, life, and legacy, and we also want to hold you up for giving us our spiritual currency and topping off our accounts today with joy, and we love you. Peace.
Peace.
Love.
Have a good day, my brothers. And all of our listeners have a good day. You listening to Shinehead. You had Shinehead on Bump That Radio today. Go talk about, I don't know what other radio shows they got, but if you ain't over here, you missing history. Strive, Shinehead. Y'all have a great afternoon. Bad Boy of Good Talk, a.k.a. the Strategist Canibus Show. This one's in the history books. Good evening. Oh, and by the way, Canibus loves you. That was our shout out to Pete Rock. I needed to say that again because he got a lot of love.
This mix up and play for the man like that and Johnny the Real kid from a record machine with a star when all I seen Biggie Rock and come in as I will tell you. Down the middle of this, make you jump on twist, speak like this. Tell him about it. Sometimes it's hard, but try and you make it. Believe you me. In order to achieve, go forth and take it. Set yourself free. But obstacles in your way, you may fall before you rise. But if you really want good, you know off and run. So get up and keep your eyes on the prize. So as part of your plan, you feel have ambition, and the Almighty One as your foundation. Hey, nobody get rich and rich because that's definitely wrong. Me beg you, don't forget your friends and where you come from. If you are thief, remember God now sleep. And although you're robber man and you get well last week, you pull about the street, but you're beaten going steep because God is a silent river and you know him run deep. Throughout history, lots of great men and women went about things the old-fashioned way. They just kept on winning and winning. So strive, step up in life and go for what you know. You've got to strive, remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow. Be not moved by smart remarks from people who think they're witty. Keep moving on, mind gotta be strong and don't indulge in self-pity. But strive, step up in life and go for what you know. You got to strive, remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow. With obstacles in your way, you may fall before you rise. But if you really want good, you know have to run. So get up and keep your eyes on the prize and strive. Step up in life and go for what you know. We got to strive, remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow. Throughout history, lots of great men and women went about things the old-fashioned way. They just kept on winning and winning. So strive, step up in life and go for what you know. You've got to strive, remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow.
And we out. The Bad Boy Good Talk Canibus Show. See you tonight, 8 to 12, Love Sessions. BumpThatRadio.com. We are the future. Big shout out to Shinehead, man. An honor. I'll see you later.